You're right, deep divers. How you feeling today? Let's breathe. Let's go. Woo, woo, woo. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency, raising the vibration. I came here to give you that good ass energy, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. Much love to each and every one of you. I'm FaceTiming you right now. Everything you desire is manifesting for you. All you have to do is thank the cat down the road, deep divers. Little humor for you. How you feeling today? Now, I want to talk to you about this is how we date. I'm praying for modern men and modern women in this new world. I'm also going to talk to you about Andrew Tate, right? This former American British kickboxer who has blown up all over the internet, right? Going viral, talking about relationships, and tell you what I think about him. And also Sidemen, real life Tinder dating, right? I'm going to talk about that as well, because I truly feel that a lot of people, the world has turned into Tinder. People are just swiping left, swiping right. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Wonderful deep divers. Much love to each and every one of you. So this is how we date. You know, when I take a look around at modern society, a lot of people are only connecting on the surface. People don't really want to know who you are. They want to know what you can do for them. Slow motion this side. A lot of people are shallow. And hence why men and women are in disorder. And therefore you have people who come out of the woodworks, people like Andrew Tate, who start to give you his view. And they become incredibly popular. So let me play a few of his clips and let's really talk about it, right? Let me put on these. I haven't worn these in a long time, deep divers. Okay, so let me play a clip of Andrew Tate, the relationship guru. Let's go.
If you're a pretty female, even if you're a piece of shit person, you're going to get messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a good-looking man who lives with his mother, you ain't getting any messages.
Not really.
I think so. I think that if you're a good-looking man, that's all you have going for you, I don't think you're going to succeed very well in life. Yeah. I know there's very, very pretty girls who have nothing else going for them that manage to do very, very well.
Yeah.
Do you play chess?
I'm okay at it.
But if you look at the chessboard, right, the queen gets to jump all over the board, and the king has to move one square at a time, and I think that's done very purposefully. If you go to Monaco and you see a yacht and you see a man on that yacht, he had to work his entire life and network his entire life and get up early and deal with stress and tax problems and police problems and work his ass off to buy that boat. What did the girl have to do? The girl who's on that boat, the 19-year-old Ukrainian. She had to get a message on Instagram. Boom.
You know, a lot of what he just said there can be true. Some women just use their beauty to get things. It's an asset. But like I always tell you, I'm taking everything with a grain of salt, because a lot of people will tell you things. And one of the highest forms of intelligence is to be able to listen to something with discernment, the ability to judge well. So let me play some more clips and let's talk about it, deep divers.
You know why? Because they know deep down that female promiscuity is disgusting.
Okay, this clip, he was talking about body count, right? And this is the actual first clip I saw of his, right? So let's continue.
It's revolting. So the whole idea of a female wanting to sleep with more than one man at a time is haram. And they know it inside of their souls, inside of their hearts.
I don't think so.
As yes, they do. As does a man. No. Whereas a man, if he sleeps with a bunch of chicks, doesn't matter. Who cares?
So would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men?
You know, that's part of the entertainment, right? He's an entertainer. You can just see clearly.
I'm a high value woman, right? You said it yourself.
How can you be high value if 50 men have slept with you?
What if I've just been single for a long time?
No, unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
A body count is probably the #1 most easiest way to judge the value of a female. I actually think that no, I'm going to say this. I think 99% of the world's problems, and no one's going to understand this, but if you can extrapolate, if you can listen to this statement and extrapolate it out towards society at large, I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead.
Oh, come on, bruh.
Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what? There's like a lot
And women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots. And all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
That attitude is disgusting. It's not about women's body count. That would not like minimize any problems. Men like you are the problem, Andrew.
Andrew Tate has actually become one of the most searched people on Google, apparently. Even more so than Mr. Beast, right? And I feel that it's because he's this very controversial, similar to Kevin Samuels, very controversial, polarizing. And I don't know if he's being serious, if he really believes that, or it's just for attention, because attention is the new currency. And a lot of these people like Andrew Tate, they are actors, they're entertainers, right? So I always say, listen to yourself, okay? Let me play a clip of the Sidemen. Okay, KSI's and the Sidemen, very funny videos, but they made a video, real life Tinder dating. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening in modern day society. We just don't know it. People are swiping left, swiping right. They're only just judging people on how they look. Very shallow, right? So let me play that.
Hi, I'm Sky Bree. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Pennsylvania.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm 29. I'm in my prime. But I'd rather be in you.
Oh, wow.
I'll go with yes, I like prime.
It's the drink, man. It's not you.
I'm Simon, I'm 29, and are you a minion? Because my penis just grew.
I'd like to see it.
Kind of reminds me of my high school days, right? Everyone is so immature. Gosh.
Wow, what?
Are these yeses?
Hi, I'm George. I'm 29. And you kind of remind me of a Pokemon because I just want a Pikachu.
I like that one.
Okay, all right.
So that's like a comedy. This is like a comedy skit, right? But this is actually how people date. Like a lot of people date like this, right? And it's quite shocking when you think about it, deep divers, right? So first and foremost, I want to tell you this. What I learned is that the reason why men and women, their relationships are in chaos is because they're still taking it as a joke. Let me play some more of Andrew Tate, right? Because this clip really, let's play it. He's talking about drama.
Well, women are also addicted to drama. This is something else you have to understand about females.
That's very true.
Females are addicted to drama. They are entertained by drama. What does a woman do in her spare time? She watches the Kardashians, drama. Listen, I don't want to insult anyone. I was about to say a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. A bitch will sit there. A bitch will...
So already you can see that he's playing into, he knows he's an entertainer. And this is what a lot of people behind closed doors, they actually think exactly like Andrew Tate. That's why the guy is laughing on the podcast. And that's why Andrew Tate has become a viral superstar in a very short space of time.
Sit there and think, I need to relax. Let me watch a murder documentary about a serial killer who chops people's heads off so I can have a nice good night's sleep in bed. They're addicted to this shit. They love drama. So to some degree, even as a man, this is actually an important frame for men to understand. To some degree as a man, you have to instill drama in the relationship, because if you don't, she's going to get bored.
No, that's very true, man.
And she's either going to leave or she will instill the drama, which gives her control. You don't want her to bring the drama.
So you think girls like to fight?
They like drama. They like to be entertained.
Well, let me tell you this, deep divers, that first and foremost, women love drama, men love drama. Women don't love drama, men don't love drama. It depends who you are. A lot of people are addicted to drama in this matrix because that's all people know. And that's why people have to work on themselves. Men have to work on themselves. Women have to work on themselves, because if you don't, you're going to be a drama head. And ain't nobody got time for that. Right? Let me play some more clips of Andrew Tate and let's dissect it.
I think relationships are a beautiful thing. I think that the synergy between men and women are a beautiful thing if they are correctly collaborated. I think that that's what makes society function. I think that's what makes the world function. I think that men and women falling in love and having children and having families are very, very beautiful things as long as it's done correctly.
I agree. Andrew Tate, I agree with you. Oh my gosh, right? I agree with that. Relationships are beautiful things. And this is what a lot of people like Andrew Tate will do. They will tell you some truth, but also they'll put out a lot of outrageous statements out there, right? So you have to always take everything with a grain of salt and realize that a lot of people are hustlers and they need to get your attention by saying crazy things, but also they need to have your trust by saying things which are common sense, like, hey, yes, relationships are beautiful things. I mean, even the cat down the road does not disagree with that, deep divers, okay? So let me continue. Now, this was very controversial. I saw this clip, deep divers, and he's saying that, well, you listen.
No, I'm sexist. It's cool. I recommend any man out here, do this. Get a ball, get a foam ball, won't hurt nobody. Say to your boy, think fast, throw it at him. 5, not maybe 4 times out of 10, he'll catch it. Do it to a chick. Just do it. Think fast. Whoa, boom, straight in her mouth. They ain't catching the ball. They ain't doing shit. They're getting hit.
Now, you can see, like, just by the whole podcast laughing, this is what a lot of people are talking about, like, in that age group behind closed doors. So, like, Andrew Tate is, like, a voice for millions of people. I don't agree with that statement whatsoever. But once again, you got to realize, deep divers, that we're in a whole new age of attention is the new currency. And sometimes the more outrageous you can be and say things that ruffle people's feathers, you are going to go mega viral, right? So let me play you another clip. And this one was very controversial because it was like, hey, women can't drive. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Let's say I let the girl drive my Bugatti, but the chance of her crashing...
Bugatti I get. Okay,
let's say I let a girl drive a car.
Yes.
Let's say I let a girl drive a car, and the chance of her crashing is less than 1%. Very low chance. What's the big deal? But if she did crash, the results of that crash would infuriate me to a new level in which I've never been infuriated. Is it worth that risk, even if the risk is very, very small?
But would you let one of the boys drive it?
Yeah, boys, it's fine. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
This is, like I say, when I see content like this, I don't know if he really believes that, because it's a bogus claim. And that's why I always tell you, on the internet, you have these characters, these personalities, but the reason why they're so popular is because they're just saying outrageous things, but a lot of people actually believe this deep down. Otherwise, it wouldn't resonate so much with so many millions of people out there. That's why he's become such an overnight sensation, right? So absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But let me play another clip. And this is where he's saying, okay, women are amazing, right?
If I were to have kids and I were to drop them off at a play school, would you ever drop your kids to an all-male play school? All men watching the kids? No. It's weird. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
It's fucking weird. You'd only drop to all women, right? You trust them to be more nurturing. You trust them to be more patient. I wouldn't want to drop my 2-year-old. If I had a 2-year-old.
Maybe a couple gay males mixed in.
Maybe, but if I had a 2-year-old, yeah, okay, yeah. But it's primarily a feminine environment because there's patience that's there. If I had a 2-year-old, I wouldn't want to drop it to an all-male environment because I think, well, what if she starts screaming and the men get pissed off and like the men might lose their temper? It's weird. It's just fucking odd.
No,
So
yeah.
there are certain things that are just set for females. Some things are just set for males. Women are very, very good.
I always tell you about that there are roles women have to play and roles men have to play. I always speak about that. And that is 100% true.
At certain things. If I was sick, I wouldn't call my boys. You want a chick to nurse you when you're sick. And a woman who truly loves you will sit with you in bed while you're sick, risk getting sick herself, and hug you all night. Women are amazing at a bunch of shit.
100%.
But I'm not going to sit here and say that chick can drive fucking car as well as I can, because she fucking can't.
So he just said some great truth statement and then he's like, no, she can't. That's his own opinion. So I always say, I don't get, like, I'm not overreacting, getting so emotional about it, because once again, that's what he feels. But I say, ultimately, yes, we have different roles. Men have different roles than women. And ultimately, it's about men knowing who they are, women knowing who they are. And that's how great relationships can manifest. Slow motion this side. Let me play some more clips, deep divers, okay? He was talking about OnlyFans here. Let me play this clip.
Just imagine in these scenarios we are together. Okay. What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a video photographer and get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand. All right, give me 8. All right, cool. All right.
What woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product. What the fuck?
Your product.
Yes,
The
correct.
woman, she's not
Next
your
question.
possession. No. Product. Like,
So once again, I don't know if he's being serious or not. Like, I don't know how he could believe that. But anyway.
do you own me? No, sorry. Like, your ego is a bit too big. You don't own me. I'm not a product. I'm not an object. Okay, Mr. Tate?
Well, deep divers, I always tell you this. I'll always tell you that women don't belong to men. Men don't belong to women. We are only experiencing it. We are only experiencing each other. Slow motion this side. We don't belong to each other. We are only experiencing each other. And it's all old paradigms, an old way of living. And that's why men have to heal, women have to heal, because this is the reason why you have toxic relationships, because people still have outdated ideas, old ideas. And we have to have a whole new way of seeing this whole thing. That's the only way relationships are going to get better as a whole. Okay, so let me play another clip. And this clip I actually agreed with to a certain extent. He's saying that, you know, men can't have days off like women. But let's play it and see.
But you're missing a very vital point of that story. You're right. But as a high value woman, before you say to that man, you can have a day off and you're allowed to be sad today, you will only even get with him. Let me change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him.
Facts.
Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a fuck about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today.
Andrew Tate, as a psychologist, I'll tell you this. Andrew Tate is talking to a large group of people, especially males, predominantly, who feel invisible. And that's the reason why he is one of the most popular people right now in the internet, because a lot of men resonate with what he's saying. They feel lost, abandoned, that no one's paying them any attention. So this is the reason of his success, right?
Be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even fucking talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men because I dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So if you just sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. Yeah. But if a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality. As a man, it's player versus player.
I can say this, like, men have to work harder in attracting the other sex. Yes, because some women are born beautiful, and it's a lot easier for them to use their beauty to acquire the man they want. It's a lot harder for men to do the same thing. So he's made a point.
It's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. That's how it works. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important. Maybe as a chick, you can always put more foundation on and be hot again. Great. Not as a man. If you want to be important as a man, you have shit to do. You have duties. This is how it exists. This is how it's always been.
I call it men of purpose. As a man, you can't just look good. You got to move your butt, do the work. And that is how it's been in a lot of cultures, even in ancient times. Men have to prove themselves. And they have to do it in a very different way than women. Men have to do something. They have to be a high value man, a man of status for them to attract sometimes the woman they desire, right? Now, deep divers, let me play one last clip of Andrew Tate. Okay.
Online, I have 2 serious ventures. One is Hustlers University, and the other is the War Room.
What do you do on those?
Okay, so the War Room is kind of like the Illuminati, but cooler. The War Room is very difficult to explain, but it's a private network. It's a network in which you must compete for your place. When I was saying earlier on this podcast about living with competitive men, the War Room's the online version of that. So you have men, you join, you pay, you join. There's tasks, tests, things you must do to keep your place, or you're booted.
Such as?
I can't tell you.
Oh, you can't say it's that private?
How much does it cost to join?
It's like $5,000. It's not that much.
5,000 is a lot, Andrew, for a lot of people. Right? So I want to tell you this, deep divers. Let's take that off. You know, the greatest relationship you can have is with yourself. And every now and again, you're going to have people like Andrew Tate who are going to come out of the woodworks, and a lot of people are going to start to listen to him because this is how a lot of people feel behind closed doors. But ultimately, it's about listening to yourself and having discernment, the ability to judge well, because a lot of people like Andrew Tate, they're also pushing something. Hustlers University, this, that. And he's got over 120,000 people in that Hustlers University. So there is a huge market for this. It's big business. And that's the reason why the more outrageous you can be, the more shock value you have, the more you're going to become a viral sensation. And even if you're controversial, if you're polarizing, that's actually the art of war. That's actually how to grow. You don't want to be everybody's best friend. You want to get on people's nerves so they're like, oh my gosh, I don't like you, but I'm still listening. And that's what Andrew Tate has done. Some people might say he's a manipulator, a con artist. Some people might say he's a marketing genius. I always say, don't get so emotionally involved in it. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to use this as an example. This is how we date. Men and women are still confused about the roles they should be playing. I tell you this, men, reconnect back to your divine masculine. Be the protector, the provider. Women, reconnect back to your divine feminine. Be the nurturer, the healer. And then we'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Deep divers, smash that like button. And I want to tell you this. The greatest relationship you can have is with yourself. Marry yourself, love yourself, accept yourself. I tell you this in the book. Go and check out the book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. The greatest book that will help you become your greatest version. Also, Go and get the good ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. You're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart. You want to model the clothing? Well, go and buy some. Deep divers, like I said, in the modern world, it is Tinder. Because a lot of people don't really have time to know who someone else is. They just look at all of the surface stuff, how much money they make, how do they look like, right? And that's why a lot of relationships are in big trouble. Because we should be seeing that people are more than just a piece of flesh. Slow motion this side. It's about the heart and it's about the soul. And a lot of women are out there finessing men. Simps. A lot of men are finessing women. And we have to learn to be authentic, because that's how you're going to attract an authentic mate. Oh, I like that. Deep divers, I love all of you. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Once again, smash that like button, deep divers. Share the video. Leave a comment down below of love and appreciation. Let me know how this video resonated with you and how you find the modern dating world, relationship world, marriage world. Let me know. I love all of you. Peace.